What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the channel. When I first heard somebody's paying $4,000 a month to rent a car, I just knew it had to be more to this story. But I'm just curious what you guys think. I ain't gonna do too much more talking. Let's get right to it. Let's go.
These car rental places are getting out of control and it hurts my heart. I am a single mom of two that relies on a car to get my kids to and from wherever they have to go, get myself to the grocery store, and also get myself to the 8 to 9 different doctor's appointments a month that I go to because I have sick health problems. So what I do is I do gig work, Instacart, Grubhub, Ship, Spark, all type of grocery store orders all day while I have a babysitter or they're with my family just to make the $130 just to pay it back to the car rental, just to go home and not have any money made for the day. So basically, I started renting vehicles in April when my car went out. So April was 3,000 a month, May was 3,000 a month, June is 3,000 a month, and they said the summer
Jeez.
rates are high. So now it's $130 a day, which is $3,900 a month, and I am sick
Oh,
in the head.
goodness.
Now, with it being $4,000 a month, I don't have a lump sum to pay it ahead of time. I have to pay it daily, which is why I drop my kids off. I make my money for the 6 hour shifts that I.
She paying $4,000 a month to rent a car. That's Escalade money to rent a car. That is outrageous, man. That should be illegal. I mean, that's
I
wow.
do. And then if whatever I make, I give it straight to the car rental place to extend it to the next day. However, recently, y'all, I ain't been making $130 a day. So guess what I do? I used all my emergency money to fill
Mm.
in for the gaps that I don't make the $130 a day for a car rental. So I've been borrowing my behind off and using emergency money, and I'm all out of borrowed money.
That means she doesn't even have any savings. I mean, she obviously making a couple of dollars to be able to even pay that monthly. And now that she's not making the money she was making, so she has no savings and she's struggling to pay the $4,000 a month. I know she could probably buy a little cheap Honda or Toyota, guys. Like that's unbelievable, and I'm surprised no one in her family has suggested that. Like she don't have someone she can talk to.
Every My family can't give me everything, y'all. Like they're helping me as much as they can, but just like
Okay.
I can't borrow any more money. So now if I don't make the $130 a day or can't borrow it, I'm SOL. Like there's nothing else for me to do. Lastly, the most I've ever been paid at a job with 2 college degrees, $16 an hour, and those checks were like $400 per week. So three of those checks is gonna be my rent, which will leave me with $400 for the
Wow.
rest of my bills, which is not going to work because I still have to get to and from all these doctor's appointments every month that I have to go to because I'm severely sick with heart racing, heart skipping beats, passing out spells, dizziness
Wow.
all day, the room spinning all day. Like I have a lot of doctors that I have to see monthly, and it's just like if I just get a job and then I leave the rentals alone, how would I get to all these appointments? I can do the bus. However, I'm not putting my kids on there because it's kind of not safe. And in the areas, and it's just like I don't want to subject them to that. And with me getting a job for $16 an hour, I'm just trying to think that $400 remaining would have to do groceries, We Energies, phone bill, internet bill, and a couple other bills, minus
Mm.
car bills, because I won't be having a car, and that's still not going to help. I still will be struggling. So now I say this to say car rental places are getting over dirty, dirty dogs. They have literally said, bump you. We're getting all our money. We know you need us desperately. So we're just going to upcharge and upcharge and upcharge and make you keep spending all your money. And I am fed up because this month, July, is a struggle with orders. I think more people are getting their own orders and it's leaving it dog eat dog out here in the gig world. And it's
A lot of times you can buy cars from the rental car companies. I know they got a cheap car that she can buy and pay cash for. I mean, it got to be some sort of program, something that she could look into to help her. Because this is ridiculous, man. That's why I wanted to cover this, guys. It's unbelievable some of the things some people are going through.
extremely. So I say all that to say I have 2 college degrees and cannot land a job. I still been applying to jobs. That doesn't mean I don't really want a job or anything, but $16 to $17 an hour is not gonna cut it with my bills, even if I cut out a car. But let's just say I cut out a car and I'm able to get me a regular car. If I have a car note and car insurance added to that, baby, I'm even majorly struggling. This is crazy. But yeah, I'm working hard. I just been going hard with TikTok shop videos, and I will continue to go harder and figure it out because we're not going down without a fight. I'm gonna knock it out the ballpark because this rental place gotta go and I can't do it no more. Talk to y'all later. Call y'all back.
And it's unfortunate because she has a college degree and she can't find a job to pay her enough money where she can afford to just have a traditional car loan. The wild part is, guys, she's not the only one.
$1,200 a month to rent a car. Let's talk about it. So first and foremost, I'd like to start off by saying that the last car that I had, which I got rid of well over a decade ago, I used to trade in so that my mom could get a better car. So we're gonna start there. The car I ended up buying was a Nissan Murano, and I got it from a dealership. 2 months after I bought the vehicle, the engine blew out, the radiator blew out, as well as the alternator.
Well, I'm not surprised about that. A Nissan. Nowadays, people are trying to say Nissans are reliable. Those cars are not reliable. You may get lucky and find one. I would not buy a Nissan right now, especially the new ones. With the CVT, no way.
I had the extended warranty, so I was able to get that all fixed at no cost. However, the car continued to have issues throughout the rest of the time that I owned it. Like all of the lights coming on and them resetting it, and then a day later, all of the lights coming on. There are constantly being issues with different things, that really saying that the oil was never full, that the oil was low, it needed to be changed. One of the worst things was when the windshield wipers and hazard lights would come on and stay on for the duration of the entire drive. It's constantly pulled over by the police and had to explain to them the problem with the vehicle. The vehicle was already causing me a lot of stress and anxiety, and now is being pulled over by the police constantly because my hazards were on and they thought that something was wrong. Always taking the car to the mechanic, getting it fixed, getting it back, taking it back. Hazards would come on, everything. Turns out the car was a lemon. If you've never experienced a lemon, then you're not going to understand the stress that it caused and why I am now in huge fear of buying a car. People have suggested in the comments from that last video to get a car off of Marketplace, that I could take $2,500 and buy a car outright. I would absolutely never do that because of my experience. And I would just think that the car is going to have problems, and after driving it 200 miles, that it's going to blow up and break.
I have to agree. You got to be real careful buying a car off Marketplace. A lot of times those folks be scamming. You get the car, they say there's nothing wrong with it, and they end up being, like you say, something, a lemon, transmission go bad. That's why if you do decide to buy a car off Facebook Marketplace, you got to take a mechanic with you, somebody who really knows cars.
I have considered leasing a car. However, I'm currently in the process of rebuilding my credit after witnessing my boyfriend's murder and not being able to work for 3 years and having to put all of my bills on credit cards. It really brought my credit down from over a 700 to below a 500. So first and foremost, I was focused on trying to rebuild my credit so that I could get into an apartment, that I could get approved for one. I don't know enough about leasing to just dive right in and go look into that, but I know that they're going to pull my credit report, and I just didn't want my credit to be touched in any capacity so that I could work on it and rebuild it so that I could get an apartment. So at the time of me trading in my car so that my mom could get a better car, I was working and traveling full time all over the country, all over the world. So I really didn't need a car. Obviously trying to trust somebody that's telling me that the vehicle's been inspected, even if I take it somewhere to get it inspected and I bought the vehicle outright, it doesn't prove or confirm or guarantee that the vehicle isn't going to have some sort of problem a couple months later or even a year later.
That's a lot to unpack right there, guys. That's a lot to deal with. You just never know what people are going through. And I would suggest somebody that's in a situation like this to get her a Toyota or a Honda. Even if you buy a used one, they're easy to work on. You can find the parts, but that's crazy. 1,200 a month. And she said she got to rebuild her credit. So if she was to get a car loan, she'll probably have a super high interest rate. It's amazing some of the things that people go through. That's why I always say you can't judge folks because you just don't know what they're dealing with. And buying a car off Facebook Marketplace, you have to know what you're doing and actually take somebody with you, like I already stated. But if you go with a Toyota or a Honda, you got to stay away from them Nissans, man. Those cars are money pits and they're unreliable. And I just thought these stories were interesting, guys. I mean, people are dealing with so many different types of situations and issues. I wish these ladies nothing but the best. I hope they can figure this stuff out. And if you're in the market to buy a car, get my checklist. It'll help you save a lot of money, give you different things to look for and different questions to ask. If you're new to the channel, man, hit the like button, subscribe. Leave your comments, guys. What do you think? What are your suggestions? I appreciate y'all watching. I see y'all on the next one. Peace.